Fissile fuel. So much to do in this world still. And I'm only just thinking about the mechanism stuff right now, and there's still so much to do in this world. Fissile fuel, and lots of it. We need more fissile fuel. I'm trying to remember if it was the stream before or the stream before that. I decided, okay, this is going to be a big storage unit. Pretty much everything I have that's not really fitting in my chests on the ground floor is going to go up here. Well, I'm playing Minecraft, just with at least like 40 mods installed. I don't know, I guess for starters we got, let's see. Whatever mod this was that had the augment arrows, I've still yet to ever use these. I've never used these still. Ars Nouveau was one of the mods I have included. In case you're wondering, yeah, this whole like second floor that I passed, that's just the dragon egg. Yeah, this is where I can just enchant items, though I've barely like even use it. And that's where I'm producing source gems. I've still like barely used that as of late. I do believe I still have a spell book that is just sitting around and doing absolutely nothing. This is a room where I'm just brewing chemicals. Namely, everything I need to get to fissile fuel. This is all part of mechanism, yes. I got some custom paintings also. I figured out how to import my own images, but to do that, there was a painting here, it just disappeared. I'm gonna try and get that back. Tinker's Construct is also being represented here. I barely ever like interact with that too. Probably want that to change also. It's just, I don't know, mechanism power creep kind of just invalidates the need to do much else, honestly, if you ask me. When I say power creep, I mean you can eventually just get machines that literally just do the mining for you. That's just one of many examples. That, and I still have to mine up all this ore. I would just tell it to stop silk touching if I don't mind just getting less ore, because then I wouldn't mine it with a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Fortune 4. There was a mod that let me just go beyond Fortune 3, which I did. Yeah, Ether also. I was going there a lot early, but now not so much anymore, now that I've more or less done everything I really need to do out there. To be honest, I'm going to be plenty busy just playing single player anyways. So, but still. Yeah, I've played a mod of Minecraft with friends before, but usually, yeah, just with friends, not with, like, never with, like, random people who just showed up in my chat. And also, yes, I have some roses. We're going way back with the roses. Yeah, one of the mods I apparently did... Yeah, I do vaguely remember. I think it was Biomes of Plenty that added that back in. If you find the extremely rare Origin Island, that's where you'll find them. Or I just luck out and a wandering trader happened to be selling some. Because otherwise, for what I remember, you will probably never actually find an Origin Island by pure chance, considering just how extremely rare those are. Now that missing painting, I want to try and get it back. I also have like a Paintings++ mod that gives me a user interface to select which painting I want. And then I found a way to just swap out vanilla paintings with ones of my choosing. But no, I want this to be larger. To be honest, I probably would recommend you continue your buddy search. Oh boy. I'm gonna try and just do some rewiring here. Just so I can pull this cable out a little bit further. Rewiring, repiping, you name it. So I have to say, this is going to be kind of a hassle to just make sure I did it right, but yeah. Otherwise, how else am I supposed to pull this cable further out so I don't have to just bust down some of my wall just to fit it? So that's the tube right there that handles the oxygen. I need to just push this out a little bit. First things first, I take it I have to push that out. And then out here too, it has to come. Got this many wires, this many pipes going. It's like, I don't know, what do you expect? Just gonna sever the wire here and then just put it here. I believe everything is now reconnected. Albeit jutting a little bit further out. Unless, I don't know, it's better just have this tube go some way, some other direction. So if I were to do something like, let's see. I think I have just a smarter way to just wire it. That feels like just a more reasonable way to go link it. So I need a log like that to replace. And then one of those archwood planks from Ars Nova, one of those from like any archwood log. One plank from any archwood log will do. And then also, not to mention, just yet another example of power creep, the personal chest. Not that hard to make, by the way. Literally open it with a single right click. You don't even have to place it down in the world or anything, and then break it to just pick it back up. Just instantly access it with a right click, and double the storage space of a shulker, mind you. And you also don't have to go defeat a dragon and just wander around the middle of nowhere hoping to find an end city to access it either. I think I can move this one tile to the right. Okay, we got Roy back. Yeah, I can't believe she has rich parents, but sometimes she'll still be snacking on weeds. Yeah, just all that money gets spent on musical instruments. For those not in the know. God, I love Rio. Also, yeah, I've been just shearing all these sheep for all this wool and still have yet to ever do anything with it. May want to change that sometime soon, actually get something done with the wool. Just what project would I really want to work on with it, though, anyways? Nothing's come to mind yet. That's like, what, almost 2 more stacks of wool? Eventually, I don't know, upgrade this to like an iron chest at least. Can carry twice as much wool. So yeah, glad to have this painting back on the wall. And anyways, let me just get back to, I guess for now, the fissile fuel. These paintings too. Paintings plus added them in. Somebody added a teddy bear in, and I sort of just discovered you could make this by accident, and I was like, sure. Super easy to make. Naturalist mod, added the teddy bear. Yeah, extremely easy to craft it. Especially at this stage in a playthrough. Where just about everything almost you have in abundance. Are we? Oh, we are out of sulfuric acid. I'm gonna have to actually make more. Holy. I'll have to make more. Didn't think we were gonna run out so quickly, but yeah, holy. We're actually gonna have to make more. So once that fills up, it'll be time to just take it on over to the other machine to get the fissile fuel. We're like right here, actually. Uranium oxide, but unfortunately... yeah, I'm all out of sulfuric acid. I see we are almost done here. Yeah, I guess in the meantime, fill it up. Fill that up with fissile fuel. Take this and just move the fissile fuel into this. And then from there, I need to remember all the steps to make sulfuric acid. I think it's time to also just bring some salt up here. Alright, I would have to break it again to actually get the salt. I would have to just break these once again. And where did the salt go again? Which of these many machines did the salt go in? Chemical injection? No, I don't think that was right. How did you get to sulfuric acid from salt again? Sulfur dust. Salt and gunpowder, it looks like. Wasn't there a way to get the sulfur dust from charcoal, though? Or even better yet, I don't know, just go through the alchemy table. We can do that. And yeah, that's how you get sulfur dioxide, understood. I guess I'll just keep some salt here for the time being. So you're saying, yeah, just sulfur dioxide is gonna come, and all I gotta do, because I have an alchemy table. Wait, don't I already have a, I think I already have a bunch of, let's see if I already have a bunch. I don't yet, but this really won't be a problem. Thank you, Blue Skies mod author. I really appreciate it. Chemical oxidizer, yes. And then I think it was oxygen to turn this into sulfur trioxide, I'm pretty sure. Where's the Enderman at? I know it's somewhere, yeah, okay, he's right here, just... If I looks... I don't think it's gonna spot me if I'm just... Is it ever gonna spot me if I just hide behind glass? I don't know if I can aggro it by looking at it through, like, a solid glass window. I'm gonna guess at this point, no, you can't aggro it that way. I would have to guess not. This was the tank that was empty. Not anymore. Or close to it, I should say. I'm getting more. I might just go the extra mile and just dump a bunch of it into a chest and then just use a pipe to just direct it from a chest into, yeah. I have all of this excess lapis lazuli, I'm thinking might as well do something with it. That something being getting a sulfur dioxide in ridiculously large quantities. So I don't even know when the next time will be I actually have to go make any. I'm just gonna take a massive shortcut here through this alchemy table. So for the time being, logistical transporter, I do believe that's the one that transports items. I do believe that does items. Also, something to put the sulfur dust into. So, I guess for now, chemical oxidizers here. I guess temporarily. Pull. It will try to now just automatically pull the sulfur dust from the chest into the oxidizer. I just put a bunch of sulfur dust here, and I come back later and I see this tank would be, like, full of sulfur dioxide. That's the plan, yes. And then I come back and see that it's pretty much up nice and full. That would be my plan, yes. Alright, so after that, I don't have much lapis lazuli left. Should not be ridiculously hard to just go and get more anyways, can also maybe look at other items to just get dye from. I do believe you can make white dye out of... Yeah, you can make white dye out of bone meal, so I have absolutely nothing to worry about. At this point, I should probably just completely stop using my lapis. And leave that running in the background in the meantime. I have so many extra bone blocks, I think maybe it would be smart to just process this down into white dye. Yeah, just one stack of bone meal, really. One stack of bone blocks. And I have like at least like 7 or 8 stacks of bone blocks, and that's 9 stacks of bone meal, which will just become white dye that, because of blue skies, I can just alchemy table it into sulfur dust. One stack of bone blocks gonna give me this. And that's going straight in here. And then I just can pretty much do literally anything else I want, come back later and see that this should be nice and full with sulfur dioxide. This is basically empty too. Sulfuric acid, we needed water vapor or something to do that. Fluorite blocks. I think it's time to bring some more up here. Time to get some more of these fluorite blocks ready. So that should become like hydrofluoric acid or something. Oh, I actually had plenty of that already. I think that's what would go hydrofluoric acid, right? That's what will go here? Yeah, still. Can have even more, apparently. It's just I would have to place a large amount of sulfuric acid into this spot here. I'm probably just gonna come back in like a while, and this should all be done. Kind of just go do whatever else in the meantime. Alright, so in that case, what else do I want to be doing in the meantime? I still left Blue Skies unfinished. I do want to find a nature dungeon somewhere. Not sure if that's supposed to be above ground or underground. I know Everdawn, you find a giant tree that stands out from the rest of them that leads into an underground dungeon. That's a massive maze, and you can't break any blocks in that maze either. Very easy to get lost, especially if you're not actually, like, taking directions. I would know, I speak from experience. Create a warp portal, but how though? I guess you get a warp scroll to start, and then you can make a warp portal. Potion melder. I'm guessing to actually log like a bunch of birds with the bird encyclopedia. Okay, I probably should have just made this like before going out on all those large, like those massive scale adventures in the overworld. I've probably seen plenty of different kinds of birds, just never actually never tried to log them. Never tried to actually just figure out, like, exactly what else to maybe do with them. Craft an egg incubator. I'm guessing this is what you then do with the mystery egg, right? Pretty easy to craft, too, it looks like, at this stage in the game. I guess we need to apply some... I guess we need to provide some warmth, so that's where the flint and steel comes in. Well, I made one. Okay, blaze powder, or would any other sort of, like, fuel source actually work for this thing? I don't know, I feel like just actually, like, putting my eggs outside for my birds. I don't know, maybe we can start, like, just raising birds here or something. I must have at least, like, 2 mystery eggs we can just throw into the incubator and we kind of just see what happens from there. And then the slot that I guess might be for blaze powder. Plenty of rods to start with. Or these mystery eggs don't even go into the incubator. Or these apparently don't even go in. Well, I know how to put fuel into the incubator, but that's about it. Well, I got that, and I'm not sure when we're gonna figure out what to do with it. So if I use, like, any feather, I can have a bird encyclopedia, right? 8 feathers in a book. Rotate. Oh, this is just to get, like, a very detailed view of the bird, if we want. Booby. Yeah, I do remember that being, like, tempting items, taming items cannot be tamed. Tempting items. So I basically have to just explore the world with this book in my hand at all times to just collect an encyclopedia of birds. Okay, how many of these can you... Okay, desert phoenix can be tamed. Saddle. And then we could ride on one of these. Duck cannot be tamed. Ender phoenix. Okay, that sounds awesome. Flame phoenix, so does that. I believe I have one of these heron eggs just lying around somewhere. Unless I threw it out. No, I have them. I kept them. What happens if we throw these into the incubator? I come back later and there's a 30% chance I come back to, like, some birds. I don't even remember where I got the eggs from. And then there's the mystery eggs, and what to do with those is, no pun intended, still a mystery. Okay, I guess I just keep these inside and they just have a greater chance of actually just... Would I just right-click the egg or just throw it or something? And the longer I keep these in the incubator, the greater the chances I'm actually going to get a heron to spawn. Am I understanding this correctly? Spawn chances on these eggs are going up. I might as well see how the sulfuric acid is coming along. Oh, sulfur dioxide. That's just one step to the sulfuric acid right there. Log 6 species of water birds. Log a caged bird. Well, first things first, I gotta craft a bird cage, right? Tame a pigeon using... Well, I have to find a pigeon first. Incubate an egg to 100% spawn chance. I clearly know exactly what I'm doing there. Egg analyzer. Is that maybe where the mystery eggs go? Okay, I'm gonna have to get more glass. I am well aware that we're running low on glass. Not just for the birds, not just for bird watching, but just in general. Actually, no, mainly for mechanism, what am I saying? Mainly mechanisms like just the mod that's been consuming all my glass. I guess the bucket is where you put the eggs in. Beginner oology, that's the study of birds, right? Is that what they call the study of birds? Egg analyzer, we need redstone for it, right? Yeah. Consumes redstone. And then that's where the... Okay, so that's where the mystery eggs go. Finally, the age-old mystery has been solved. Safe to say I should come back with more redstone and just chuck it in. Booby egg. We're off to a hot start. We're gonna be spawning in a booby. We're off to a really good start here. I'll just leave a bunch of this redstone dust in here. Variant blue-footed booby. Alright, so mystery egg just becomes any sort of like random, like, exotic bird egg. So I'd have to come back here later, of course. I'm thinking, do I maybe just build like a giant bird cage or something? I think they call it an aviary or something. A place where they keep birds. I'd probably do like a giant bird cage or something so they don't all just fly away. Oh no, we keep a collection of birds. Do we really just... I'm so tempted to just start a collection of birds at this point. See exactly which kinds we get and just have fun with it. So yeah, at that point, I would actually be encouraged to, I don't know, maybe instead go back out into the overworld to look for more birds. I guess also for one thing, I need more sand, so that's another reason to just go out there and explore. That would be another reason to go. I'm actually taking an energy cube with me this time, just so I can keep recharging this disassembler. So I believe I actually have a reason to just get out there and explore. I'll put this away for the time being until I can really just give it, like, some of the best upgrades possible. I do believe that is still a ways off, but once we get there, oh boy, is that gonna feel so good. I do not really think I need to carry this around, like, randomly in the overworld. And then I only just recently remembered, oh, I have this flamethrower. And just so traveling is gonna be nice and fast. Firework rockets. Plenty of them. Alright, so much for just flying through the water. Or flying along the side of it, I should say. Okay, I do believe I collected most of it. Collected most of the sugarcanes that dropped there. I think there's maybe enough firework rockets for the time being. And again, if I want to go home, just place a waystone or use that spell book that makes the... No, this warp scroll that makes this... That's what does it. The warp scroll is what lets me just spawn a portal anywhere. And then enter that, and just like that, I'm gonna be back home. Unable to log bird, unknown creature type. I guess we're looking at a bird from a different mod entirely or something? With 40 mods installed, there's a decent chance that, yeah, I'm just trying to log a bird from another mod that's not the bird watching one that This is not the bird watching one that this bird encyclopedia comes from. We don't know this bird, sorry. Well, I was expecting that to say unknown creature type. New peafowl variant discovered. This variant is Indian peafowl, female. Where exactly on the bird do you look to just determine if it's a male or female? So where in here is supposed to be under peafowl. So do I dare just try and during the course of this entire series, do I dare try and just find every single bird that exists? Okay, that's the male one. I guess like their color is... Oh wow. Give him some C's and he's gonna do that? I got him following me too? Okay, what happens if I just tempt a male and a female with seeds and leave them next to each other? I want to see what happens. I got time to kill. Surely they spawn another peafowl, right? Wait, they didn't spawn another peafowl? I mean, those seeds are just super easy to get, so I don't mind. Super easy to collect wheat seeds, I don't mind at all. Holy smokes. I found mushroom fields. Holy smokes, a mushroom biome. A mushroom biome. I can't speak right now, it's getting late. A mushroom biome. Just because I like it, still. Just because I like this biome quite a bit. I'm actually gonna put a waystone here. Now, is that name gonna be too long? Okay, I think that is a little overkill. Yeah, like that was too many O's. I felt that was too many O's the first time around. Okay, I guess we will be seeing water. Yeah, okay, ruined nether portal. Do we have a loot chest around here? And if so, I would want to see what's inside just for the hell of it. Not really seeing a loot chest though. But dang, that's a pretty nice mushroom biome, or mushroom biome. Barely had to do any traveling further south to find this. And if I really wanted to, I can actually bring a couple of these guys home. Any more birds here, or am I tripping? Nope, that's a bee. I'm clearly tripping. Doesn't help, it is not going to be very easy to see just about anything in here with all the tall grass. That's a snake. That was definitely not a bird. This is definitely not a bird. I guess in that case we're doing some fighting then. Most of the damage I'm taking is going to be from skeletons, unsurprisingly, but in fact they could just keep on shooting me from... Hey there, creeper. Okay, this is actually getting ridiculous. Either put my chestplate on or just don't even fight these guys. Or, I don't know, whip out the flamethrower, that too. Hello? Yeah, so much for just digging up sand. Okay, I got my sword back. Good. Now, where are arrows coming from? So many arrows just constantly heading my direction. Baby Enderman. Can I just deal with him quickly or no? Can I just, yeah, deal with him? Music disc on the floor. Maybe one, I don't know if it's one I have already. I'd like to go and see. It's still crawling with mobs. Probably not really digging any sand at this point. Still in the middle of a grand melee here. Plenty more mob loot once this is all done, at the very least. Not sure what use I'll exactly have for, but I'll have plenty more mob loot after this is done, surely. Also, I do not know how many. There's so many skeletons here. Oh, even the grasslands are crawling with them. Go figure. Somebody's helmet, right. Oh, another skeleton. Another one here, still. Hey there, creeper. Not really possible to deal with these while I'm dealing with skeletons, too. Not really possible now with all these projectiles constantly being shot at me. Alright, they're actually starting to push me back into the grasslands. Oh, we even got a witch here, apparently. Not anymore. Killed the witch. Welcome back, Adam. Did not expect to see this many mobs out here. I gotta get my sword back. With this many creepers running around, I do not feel good about not having that sword in my hand whatsoever. Do I listen to Daily Bread? No. If that's a band, then it's like I've never heard of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of gunpowder by the time this is over, surely. What is this on the ground? I think that's sugar on the ground. I think the witch dropped that. Random block of dirt. Guessing the Enderman placed that there. Still have a skeleton shooting at me like crazy. I literally just noticed you in the chat, like, just for like right now, because, yeah, this is why I just have my eyes glued to the screen, by the way. Eyes are still glued to the screen as we speak. Surely this will have to be over soon. Somebody dropped a chest plate of some sort. How many more mobs is it gonna be? Refined obsidian chestplate. But without the nice trim that mine has. Okay, there's a go to channel button. Nice. If I can see what your channel's about, yeah. And conveniently, I think they put that back, which I'm glad for. A go to channel button. Really convenient if you ask me. So J44K, what do we got going on here? I'm just curious. 9,000 subscribers, not bad. Better than me. Better than me. Not likely, because for one thing, I don't play Fortnite. Though, I'm like certain you're gonna be able to find someone else who will sub to you that does play Fortnite. Okay, you subbed to my channel though, so maybe just for the hell of it, just because you did sub to my channel in that case. Okay, how do I get to my channel dashboard? Where do I see, like, who subscribed to me? I'm curious. I'm guessing this is sort of by, yeah, it's sort of by date. Maybe it actually takes a while for him to actually show up on my subscribers list. Last 90 days, 1 to 7 of many. I was just curious to see if he was in here. Maybe it takes a bit of time for, like, my creator dashboard to actually just register, like, him having subscribed to my channel if he did so. I mean, for one thing, I definitely had to check out his channel out of curiosity. I mean, for one thing, it would maybe only take me, like, what? A minute at most. Ambience Disc Heavy Wind, I might already own this one. Packed Venue, I do not believe I own this one yet. Golden Leggings with no enchantments on them, I don't believe I'm ever gonna do anything with that. One Feather. Cooked bird meat. Oh, I must have burnt some poor flamingo by mistake. Some poor flamingo must have gotten, like, caught in the crossfire. Not surprising with everything else that was just running about. Not surprising in the slightest. That is not a bird. That's... I was about to say, ooh, pretty bird, but no, that's definitely not a bird. I was gonna say unknown creature again, yeah. I think that's a butterfly. So it's not gonna show up on a list of birds. That's definitely not gonna show up there. Right, I do not believe I need to carry sandstone. "52 arrows. Right, what else can I just throw away at this point? Or better yet, I don't know, I guess just start putting sand into this personal chest. Okay, that's why the Endermen are teleporting like crazy. It's raining now. So that's why. Finally gonna do what I originally intended to do as soon as I saw this beach. Just harvest the sand from it. But with all these hostile mobs running about, it was like, okay, not really gonna be that easy to do this, huh? Not with this many guys running about. Be better off just fighting them and get like a bunch of levels by doing so. So that already burned through most of the energy on my disassembler right there. To get... Alright, 9 more stacks of sand and counting. Still, no, I'll just wait. I'll just wait till later, I guess, to grab more. Roof? If I want dark oak, we got perfect forest for that. Roofed forest, there's a witch hiding in here, I think. Yep. Yeah, I guess it is dark enough that hostile mobs are going to be able to spawn in here, and thus they will. Yeah, even during the day, we'll have stuff like zombies spawning in the roof forest. Spiders too, apparently. Do not remember if I'm able to grow dark oak saplings with just one sapling. If I maybe just have to do it like a 2x2, so that would be like 4 saplings. Okay, yeah, I do believe I can get rid of 3 sticks. Also, I have a much better chest plate on my hands anyways. And that one didn't even have, like, the fancy armor trim. Okay, what is this again? This is a crag. These are spruce trees. I believe I have some spruce saplings at home already, so I'm gonna not bother to grab these. Okay, just a plain old taiga. Field. Chickens. I believe those are just like plain old chickens with different colors, and oh boy, what did I just find? Something that looks like a tower with what looks like the planet Earth at the top. I've never seen this before. Tower with the planet Earth at the top. What is this I just found? Holy, what did I just find? Okay, really not much in terms of the loot so far. I'm more impressed with the structure itself than the loot I'm finding in it. Riptide. Looting 2, actually. Maybe worth keeping. If I ever need another sword, that may be worth keeping. Cartographer Master. Ocean Explorer Map. Woodland Explorer Map. Woodland Explorer Map. If I had enough emeralds, I'd take up that offer for sure. I didn't need a compass. I would take up the offer if I had enough. They're all at home, but that's not even a problem, actually, the fact that they're all at home. Plus, I get an excuse to just empty out my personal chest. We're still... We disconnected for maybe, like, at most 3 seconds. We disconnected for maybe, like... In case you might have missed it, because I did just DC for a bit. Like, I think 3 seconds. Yeah. I just placed down a waystone in that big-ass, like, globe tower, whatever you want to call it. Just plop the waystone down there. Use that to just go home. Teleported through the waystone and then back home, and... well... I also wanted an excuse to just... also wanted an opportunity to just go and empty out the personal chest to the best extent possible. It was getting hella full in there. Yeah, all that loot from all those mobs I killed, I'm gonna move it up here. All this stuff I killed, everything I dropped, I'm just gonna like place it up here. Okay, this is where I keep all of my excess arrows. So just do that. Excess pros are gonna go there too. I guess for now. Maybe a chest for all my extra books as well. That too. Yeah, as I was saying, I still have like almost 5 more stacks of bone blocks just sitting up here in the mob loot chest doing nothing, just collecting dust. And then this is like the next thing I really want to just go empty out. I'm probably just gonna go take these redwood building blocks and just move them into the chest for like the wood. If I don't plan to really use them, then I think that's the best home for them for sure. And that's gonna go up here also. Got some opportunities to also just empty out my personal chest. By all means, let's do that. Oh, 19 emeralds are just sitting in here. Maybe a block, maybe a chest for dirt and sand or something might also be in order. Even just this chest for the sand, I guess, is gonna be okay. Yeah, we will take that too, actually. Not sure why I'm still carrying a hoe around. Not really exactly planning to do any farming out here. Like, whatsoever. So if, for the hell of it, I ever want to go find that woodland mansion, I'm being given, like, a golden opportunity to at least start looking for it, so by all means, I'm gonna take it. I'm being given the opportunity to start looking for one. Baby zombie. Globe. And he needs, yes, the compass. I'm still carrying the hoe. Put it with the farming stuff. The chest didn't have much, but damn, was this an amazing structure I found. As you can see, this is all made of concrete, right? Okay, it's hollowed out on the inside, and it's made of glowstone on the inside. A golden block. Why was that nonsense stream so short? You will never understand my frustration with just dying right in front of midpoints, I swear. Hollow Earth theory confirmed. I have plenty of glowstone dust back home, anyways. Just imagine if I didn't have an Elytra and I was falling out of here. But I have, like, feather... Yeah, feather falling 4 should be safe, anyways. I want to get one more last look at this amazing structure that I just found by pure chance. Without having, like, skeletons constantly shooting at me, of course. It's not just that midpoint, physicist. It's like at least once or twice every stream, it's a midpoint in a level somewhere. I just have to choke like just maybe like 3 feet away from midpoint. It's like every stream, pretty much these days. It's like a regular occurrence practically. I'm just gonna throw that back on and okay. Find another... Have I ever found a house that looks like this before? Somebody probably has their bed in here somewhere. Maybe I have been in this building. I don't know. Fisherman. May not rest now. There are monsters near... I don't know, like that witch I'm hearing outside. There are monsters nearby. I'll take the emeralds. Alright, can I use the bed now? I just beat up that witch, just so we can skip this night. Plus it's raining, just so I can also get the rain to go away. We found a common pigeon. Specifically a white one. Wish I knew exactly what to do with it, but quite frankly I don't. I don't even know where that slime ball came from. Unknown creature type. It's just a chicken. Surprisingly, I don't think that happens too often. Okay, these are also like, quote-unquote, unknown birds. What about this one? Green hummingbird. Butterflies that are definitely not birds. And then you wonder just why I do still enjoy running around the overworld. 30 live streams in and I can still find things I've literally never seen before. It's crazy. Oh, that I do. I played that in like, what, 2020 or something? Okay, I do believe that's a dungeon entrance. Welcome back. Welcome back, Dan. I'm literally just randomly traveling around the overworld to see what other cool stuff I find. I believe I'm looking at a dungeon entrance. I was about to ask if the whole dungeon was seriously going to be underwater. I've been in several dungeons already before, and I'm not really feeling the need to go into any at the moment. So you decided to, I guess, play it again? Somebody's campsite. Including some ore that they mine that I can just steal. Even though I got plenty of ore back home, still. Including some spruce signs. Yeah, to see how much better you've gotten indeed. Oh, somebody has an emerald lying around, I'm taking it. Candles. More emeralds. Boy, I'd like to say, yeah, everything has improved since the pandemic days. I mean, for one thing, we can go outside again. We get to go outside again, for one thing. Of course, I know you're talking about that, but... I have plenty of fur logs. I do not need to cut these trees down. No, but I do believe I made a level where someone was able to do that by accident. The rope, the climbing an air glitch with a rope. European robin. Never knew there was specifically a European variant of robin. Oh, wow. +1 efficiency, max 6. Look what... yeah, I guess I know where that's going. I think it's safe to say we know where that's gonna go. Okay, not gonna lie, I was curious. How close am I to a woodland mansion with this map? The answer would be nowhere close. Which doesn't surprise me. You get to see nice biomes like this, and then you wonder why I still enjoy just running around the overworld. You get to see pretty stuff like this. And now we're just seeing how many birds we can discover. And how many non-birds we can discover also. Tonight you cleared it in not even 15-20 minutes. Wow. Yeah, you've improved alright. What is this hanging underneath? What is that underneath? We'll never know. Yeah, safe to say you've improved alright. Absolutely. Yeah, 5 years does a lot. I don't know what else to say. Music disc, Lena Rain, other side. I don't own this one yet, so we're gonna take it with us. Also, can't really say no to more gunpowder. I'm trying to say, I don't even remember that one specifically. Well, back in the day, yeah, 2020 apparently is back in the day. I got to the ending, don't worry. Okay, apparently we're still finding cities out here. Greater Woodpecker. Apparently there's like a worse woodpecker somewhere to be found still. Cannot be tamed. Okay, I understood. If I want to go collect more sand, then this would be another nice place to do it. Plenty of inventory space to do that, by the way, as well. I heard that just came out, like, that and Chapter 4 came out very recently. Whereas Chapter 1 and 2, well, Chapter 1 has been out for years now at this point. I think also Chapter 2, same thing. 1 was out for years, that much I remember. I'm thinking, yeah, this way I may never have... Well, I'm definitely gonna have to get sand again in the future. It's just... It should be a long while before I need to. Really should be a while before I actually have to get more sand. smithing template coast armor trim. I've never seen these specific. I've never seen those before. So those are coming with me. I guess while I'm here, because I'm looking at some poisonous potatoes, can you make anything of interest with these that I maybe am not aware of? And so far, it's not really looking like that's the case. Yeah. Buried treasure. Not even gonna bother. I'm like filthy stinking rich already as it is. Welcome back, Andiana. Found a shipwreck, and quite frankly, I couldn't care less, to be honest. Right now we're stuck out in the middle of an ocean. Speaking of which, maybe I will be making a boat. Oh hey, it's another fortress that reminds me of Sealand. I thought it was gonna be okay. I thought it was gonna be like end of August or something for some reason. I don't know. I'm trying to... Okay, now I think I remember where I got end of August from. Why are these creepers still alive? I was like, where did I get end of August from? And then I remembered there was this Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list we were all waiting for. I'll take that too. Don't mind me. Okay, it was 13 that I remember turning into like a blue music disc and then losing. If I find 13, I want to take it back. I want to get 13 back if I find it again. I cannot mine. Oh, because I'm not even using the pickaxe. Of course not. That is definitely not going to work if you're not using the pickaxe. I was like, yeah, end of August last year, there was this Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list we were all waiting for. I think it must have been like at least 4, we were starting to go on like 5 months without a ban list update. People were getting extremely impatient. Impatient as in they just kept spamming that same picture of the vomiting horse over and over again anytime Konami posted anything. Anytime Konami posted anything, the horse. Can I make a boat? Overworld, Origin Valley. Origin Valley, where? Well, I see another sea fort. Not what I had in mind, though, exactly. That's what I was afraid of. An origin biome that never actually properly generated for some reason. I don't know if you're the luckiest or unluckiest man alive. I have some roses already. I own some roses. I own the origin tree sapling. And I own the origin grass block already. The Wandering Trader hooked me up. But still. can't actually see an Origin Island biome proper. It's been like so many years since I've actually gotten to see one of those in person. Like, come on. Am I like the first person to get an Origin biome that doesn't actually exist? Am I the first? Origin Valley, but it's just more ocean. We should be seeing something extremely rare here right now, but no, we're seeing more ocean. I own some of the blocks back home, thankfully, but still. Like, come on. It would have been nice to actually see this. Instead... just more ocean. Just more of the same. Much rarer than a mushroom biome. Yeah, speaking of which, I did find a mushroom biome earlier. Even plopped the waystone down there. So I'm free to just teleport back whenever. I didn't even notice. How much more ocean do you think we're gonna get? Not even sure if I want to know at this point. Which server? There must have been at least one server we actually found a mushroom biome. Is that where? Which direction? Oh, you mean this? Can I actually get some land? Hello? You can literally tell just by the color of the water, apparently. Give me another chance to maybe actually get some land in our Origin Valley biome. Yeah, that was definitely one of the servers we played on, absolutely. I'm gonna get some alpha version water. If I put that in the bucket, is it like... What happens if we were to put that in the bucket? I wouldn't get like a bucket of alpha water or anything, right? That would be wishful thinking. That wouldn't make much sense. Literally need a crafting table. Nothing to lose. Bucket of alpha water. Yeah, that was wishful thinking indeed. Unless I literally just rename it Alpha Water Bucket or something. You could technically do that. I guess, yeah, it's back to like nothing ever happened, pretty much. I see. Cutout of Mary Drop-ins. Who are we talking about here? Oh yeah, I'm coping so hard right now. You've given me 3 chances to get an Origin Island biome, and they've all turned up negative somehow. You've given me 3 chances, apparently, at least. And it looks like this one's probably going to turn up negative too, unless I'm really lucky. I don't know why for a second, as soon as you said cut out, I was thinking like an anime character. What is this supposed to be down here underwater? One of those, like, light towers, for some reason, is underwater. I don't know why that would be. What is this here? Okay, I guess it just looks like some ruins. Anyways, feels like we got... This probably isn't the biggest ocean I've ever seen, but it feels like it's gotta be up there. Starting to kind of just get up there. I guess maybe now I'm finally gonna find land. Well, I washed up on shore somewhere eventually. Archwood Forest. Okay, it's not actually the tiniest forest you've ever seen. I was about to say, this is like the tiniest forest we've ever seen, but it's not that small. I guess because you've never played Ars Nouveau before. Holy shit, how much random loot am I carrying around? Anyways. Also just quickly looking around, might as well. More woodpeckers? Don't mind if I do. Green woodpecker. Huh. I already saw that one. And yeah, these green berries, I believe these were the ones that let you make the recovery potion. I think that gives you like increased health regeneration or something. And then the bastion fruit, that gives you like the defense potions, the shielding potions. Hey there, creeper. I never heard this music before either. That's not a bird, right? That's another butterfly. Plenty of sheep. Except I got even more than that. I got even more sheep back home. I already found a common pigeon. Oh, and some pillagers. Not gonna lie, I hardly feel like even fighting them. Mainly because I'm not exactly in the mood to do a raid at the moment. I got still plenty of totems of undying, and I'm not even really having to use them either. We're really just out in the middle of nowhere still, aren't we? Not even exactly sure what we're doing at the moment at this point. Besides finding more ocean and sea forts. One way to find out if it's worth coming down here. That might have been the only loot chest. My gut's telling me that was the only one. Oh, hey, it stopped raining. still feel like saying it until we, I don't know, reach something else. Woodland Explorer. Where are we even supposed to be on this map, anyways? Where exactly where would we even be on this map? Lavender Field and Pasture? Both in one? Apparently so. Okay, this is looking like this is just an island. That's a bird, right? I really cannot, like, right-click on it with this encyclopedia, like, whatsoever. It's so tiny. The blue hummingbird that I'm just struggling to right-click on because it's so small. And I have all this wheat in front of my face. That's not helping either. I think I'm just gonna turn this expedition around. I'm starting to get tired. I think we're turning this one around. So, I'm just looking for my warp scroll. Get myself back home that way. Nice and fast. Alright, now it's time to just put even more stuff away. The Unbreaking 4 is also pretty nice, I must say, but the Efficiency 6, oh damn. Pleasant surprise to see that. I'm like several years behind the ball, honestly. Though even still like really, like am I even really still really interested in Deltarune, though? Also, where do they keep my discs again? So do I own Heavy Wind? Yes, I do. Do not believe I own Packed Venue yet. Nor do I own Other Side. What made me play it initially, exactly? I know I still have the video on my channel, surely. Videos. Upload. Deltarune. I must have played it live, didn't I? I didn't even put like a stream description or anything. Hold on a minute. Let me go back and check. Deltarune. Ah, yes. It was still privated. Should be safe to make that public again. Yeah, exactly. Should be. Apparently I never really used this energy cube. Where do they keep the rest of my templates? Oh, I already had a Vex armor trim, apparently. So we have Packed Venue and Other Side. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Okay, this bad boy is still running. Okay, there's some actual music. This was just ambience to put on in the background. For people who do like, yeah, for people who do like enjoy listening to ambience, myself included. So still, I don't even know where to begin with this Woodland Explorer map. I guess for now, it's just gonna go in the personal chests. Find a home for this sand as well. Yeah, add other side to the collection as well. So what made me play it initially exactly? Not 100% sure, but I think like 99% sure it was like Flames who asked me to play it back in the day. They were super into Undertale, so of course the topic would come up. I'm coping so hard. Alpha water bucket. It was filled with water from the origin. It was filled with alpha Minecraft water. I'm coping so hard. It's still always going to be an alpha water bucket in my heart. I just have to rename it again after I misclicked. Put it here. I am coping so hard. I believe this is going to be the last of our sulfur dust. Yeah, to believe I can just turn bone meal into sulfur dust, that's amazing. Blue skies. Thanks, Blue Skies author. And yeah, I also got the painting of Rio back up on the wall. I'd had to destroy a block behind that. Initially, that's where I was trying to just fit this wire because of all these pipes and these tubes in the way. So not much room to fit the cable. Accidentally knocked out a block that is needed to just stay on the wall. But just pushed that energy cable further out and then just mounted that back on the wall because Rio is based. She's always asking for money, but she's still based. I'm thinking it would be smart to put a shield in my offhand. It would be smart to put that back there, at least have the option. So I want to do more stuff, but it's getting late, so I'll probably do, like, maybe not much really for the next 15 minutes. Fissile fuel, 6,000 millibuckets in there. Chemical infuser. This is where the oxygen has to go to make sulfur trioxide. Should be able to come back to like a lot of that. Or just so there's actually more room to fit it all in. And then we need water vapor, don't we? Condense, that puts it into liquid form. Decondense, that gets us into gas form. Decondense, that gets us to gas form. Do we have a water vapor tank? If... Okay, I'm glad we do. Just somewhere to keep this all in, I appreciate. Something to keep that in. I'm finally gonna put, like, the proper corners on this portal. Just looking at it now. Can't believe it literally wasn't bugging me up until this point. But yeah, I do believe that I should have, like, the proper corners on it still. So we got... How is all this coming along? So water vapor plus sulfur trioxide. Am I doing this right? That's where, okay, that's where the sulfuric acid comes from. So yes. I have the right idea, it's just I want this to run faster. Alright, I guess I can make a speed upgrade or two. And just say hi to Roy. Roy Yamaha. Okay, I just came back and now that's empty. Might be, I think, smart to put this back. So trioxide on one side, water vapor in the other. Alright, something to keep it in, I guess, for the time being. And I guess while that goes, I think it would be smart to also upgrade the fluid tank. Considering I easily can. Oh, I don't have any fissile fuel to run this. Unfortunately. Can we have this also fill up with water? Just put the fluid tank here temporarily, just so this also fills up. Where'd this come from? Gold glow goop. That was weird. Just because I want this to be out of the way as soon as possible. So how's this coming along? Sulfuric acid and lots of it looks like. We need more water vapor still to ideally come in to just make even more sulfuric acid. It's time to go pick up that tank again. Was it really that underwhelming? Did I really, like, not... Did I seriously not give a shit? Are you... Did I really not give a shit? Water vapor. Go watch it back? I guess I must have seen even worse stuff then. What's the timestamp? I'm curious. I don't have time to watch an entire 2-hour stream right now. Like, right at the ending, just before the credits, are we talking about? Alright, I want to see somebody rip his heart out.
I never played the original Undertale, so I wouldn't know about this.
Yeah, that sounds so messed up out of context. I want to see someone rip their heart out. How anticlimactic are we talking?
What happened to him? Oh god, what's going on here?
Oh my god, he's gonna do it.
It's just your hand. Oh god.
Oh god, that was not much of a reaction.
Dude, what are you doing?
Dude.
Did you just throw his heart out into that birdcage in the wagon there?
Birdcage in the wagon. You are not kidding.
What are you gonna do with that knife?
What are you gonna do? Yeah. Better question, what can you do with that knife? You shouldn't be alive anymore, you just ripped your heart out? But why? You have barely a reaction, apparently. Level Legend in the most disinterested tone of voice imaginable. What are you gonna do with that knife? Yeah, we just leave it like this and we should come back to a lot of hydrofluoric acid. Leave it like that, we should come back to plenty. So I want this water vapor to come out. And then throw it back in the water vapor tank. Haha, funny, no pun intended. No pun intended. Yeah, we fucking barely reacted. I cannot get over that. Well, I barely reacted. Physicists had a much more normal reaction than I have surely ever did. Yeah, something a lot more normal than I did. Yeah, I basically gotta keep playing the game to figure out what happened after Chris... Does he survive that? If we go by real-world logic, no, he doesn't. That is a lot of hydrofluoric acid, though. Holy... Okay, then it was uranium oxide, right. That's how I get hexafluoride. I think I should take the chest and the pipe back out. Alright, Yellow Cake, you're going in. Well, I guess that answers my question. Did he survive it? What was I about to do again? It's really getting late. I'm still thinking about how I barely reacted to that scene with Chris. I still can't believe I literally didn't react at all. That is fair. You gotta make money somehow. That is fair. That is perfectly reasonable. If you purchase chapters 3 and 4. Is this thing even producing any energy right now or no? Better question, does it need to? Because I still have all the energy left over from the turbine and the nuclear reactor, so does it need to? I don't think it does. Pull. Well, I at least tried to speed it up to some extent. You know, once this has like a lot of uranium oxide in it, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna literally just let this sit here. Yellow cake uranium just gonna be piped into this chemical oxidizer. Well, at least there's like fewer manual steps involved. Just place a bunch of one item and just pipe it from a chest into another machine. But it is getting late, and well, yeah. Probably if I didn't just spend so much time doing other random things on my world tonight, I would have started with the automating of fissile fuel production. I would have started.